Hello, my name is John Robles. I used to be the official voice of the Russian world. For almost 10 years, I was the lead announcer for the Voice of Russia World Service in English. The Voice of Russia was an unstoppable voice that could not be silenced. And in order to facilitate the war against Russia, it had to be liquidated. And it was. My last days at the Voice of Russia were covering the so-called crisis, the illegal CIA orchestrated coup in the Ukraine. I published dozens of articles on it, even put together a book with all my articles about the Ukraine. Put all my articles together, and it came out as a book of 500 plus pages. There's one very, very interesting fact that people in the West don't know about what's really going on in Ukraine and why that war was started against Russia. Now that pensioners in the UK are dying because their heating subsidies are being taken and given to the Nazi puppet Zelensky, maybe people will listen. Right after Viktor Yanukovych left Ukraine and received asylum in the Russian Federation, and if you know me, you know that I lived for 18 years with asylum inside Russia, and that my U.S. passport was canceled for my journalistic work exposing 9/11 and the CIA by then CIA resident William Burns in 2007, who then became the director of the CIA. So what I wanted to share with you today were some facts about Ukraine. Namely, the agreement for European integration that was the straw man that started the Maidan, with zombified Ukrainians pumped up on CIA narcotics, Captagon in the tea and the donuts that Victoria Nuland was spreading around the Maidan. That European integration agreement that the last democratically elected president of Ukraine refused to sign, Viktor Yanukovych. In the last 4 pages, as I was the lead English voice for the Voice of Russia World Service, I was the lead announcer and the lead journalist, and was involved in investigative journalism for the Voice of Russia World Service. My topic was the Ukraine, and I was shown that document. I wasn't allowed to take photos of it. I wasn't given a copy. And it's been hushed up ever since. The last 4 pages contain the terms under which the territory of Donbass was sold to the U.S. and several German and European firms. It was sold for a period of 65 years with the right for prolongation. Why? Because that territory contains the world's largest reserves of lithium and the second or third largest reserves of titanium. Well, those reserves, the lithium reserves, were secured last week. And all of a sudden, lithium-hungry Musk who thought he was going to make a killing getting free lithium, and Trump, whose only concern is his own pocket, had a falling out. Anyway, so again, the last 4 pages of that European integration agreement contained the terms and clauses for which the territory of the Donbass was sold to Western concerns for a period of 65 years with the right for prolongation. Apparently they believe 65 years was about how long it would take to use up all the lithium reserves there. So think about that. When your pensioners are dying to support a Nazi in the Ukraine. Nazis who were killing innocent civilians and massacring them by the thousands because they spoke Russian or wanted to speak Russian. And they themselves are Russian. There is no such thing as a Ukrainian. DNA is the same. If you remember history, you remember Kiev and Rus. And the Russian Empire began in Kiev. Ukraine means the outer regions of Rus. Anyway, that's all for me. I hope you found this informative. And if you like this video, I'll do more because I know a lot of things about Ukraine that you have probably never heard about. I put my articles all together. It's like 526 pages. The book is called Nuland's Nazis and the Destruction of Ukraine. Published and let it out for free about 9 years ago. But I think it might be interesting for you. Anyway, thank you very much, and God bless you all, and hope you have a nice evening or morning or whatever. Take care.